long maintenance today. Most likely, even after I post this on YouTube, when you're watching this, you'll still be in maintenance. I don't know what's going on, but we got an 8-hour maintenance. Could be some stuff going in for midnight, background downloads, class change downloads, a bunch of stuff happening. I know Phase 3 for Legion Remix is happening, but still, an 8-hour maintenance that's extended as shit. Now, hopefully, maybe this thing will go up sooner than that. Could be, or it could get extended, even worse. We'll see what happens, but there you go. Big things coming for Legion Remix, at least, after this maintenance goes live. Oh, watching the news? No, you're watching me talk about something real important here. I'm a man of the people, and people know me by that term. How do I hold the energy that I do every day to help the people out? It's G Fuel, guys. Right now, I'm drinking Gohan's Blackberry Tea. Fantastic flavors, good stuff, zero sugar, full of energy, a good way to game and to play at your highest level the way I do every day. You can use code Samiccus at checkout to get your favorite G Fuel up to 30% off. Try it now. Prey system, guys. We talked about the Prey system a couple times this week. It's being tested right now. A little bit underwhelming. I'll be honest. I thought the Prey system was going to be a system where you activate it, and then at any moment, some big bad could show up behind you, try to finger pop you, and you got to turn around and kill him, right? It's not really how it works. It's more like a, quest build-up system. It's like a world quest variant where you go do a couple world quests, and then once you complete them, the boss pops up and you got to kill him. It's not really as random as I was hoping it would be. Now, the boss could randomly pop up at times and challenge you a bit.
Use my penis to save the world.
I don't know if you could do that in the Prey system, but there's things you can do that are a bit different. Like I said, the boss could pop up at any moment and try to challenge you, but for the most part, it's really like just do some quests, build it up, okay? So that was kind of disappointing. But maybe what's less disappointing is the rewards you can get out of the Prey system. There are some really good ones, some really cool mounts. We're going to look at them right now. So here we go, diving into some of the rewards that you can get from the Prey system. These rewards can be purchased from Construct Vanor in Astrol's Sanctum. So there you go. We got some really cool Mana Worm mounts. So these are some fuzzy pictures of them. But these Mana Worm mounts, if you remember the eel that I think we got as a PvP mount not too long ago, this is a really cool variant on that. So we got these Wrathy boy. This is a Prey Seeker's Wrath and the Prey Seeker's Uberus. Really cool looking mounts. I'm assuming obviously flying mounts. We also have a little pet here as well. Another pet, this Behemoth, the Prey Seeker's Immature Behemoth. So there you go. For Transmog, you got some cool looking, I guess I'd call them Blood Elf-esque Transmogs. You got a cool looking darker variant, which we haven't really seen. The colorway of the red, black, and gold is typical. This one's more like a maroon, black, and gold. Kind of cool. We also see a cool looking backpack. A couple formulas here, an enchant, another enchant for boots, enchant for shoulders. A Harndar runestone, a recipe for crafting a housing decor item. We're going to talk about this in a little bit because I have some really good ways for you guys to make money in Midnight coming up here. And then Astralar's summons, a way to go back to Astralar's Sanctum by a Hearthstone. So a nice little Hearthstone there, 2-hour cooldown on that thing. So also, we were a little bit confused about this, but it is clarified here. This will contribute to your Great Vault. So one thing I was talking about was it only gives champion level raid gear. Obviously, not raid gear, but just champion level gear. Obviously, that's not that great. Most of us are going to out-gear champion level gear pretty quickly in the expansion. A couple weeks in, maybe even just a weekend, you'll be at past champion gear. It is going to give a Great Vault reward. I'm assuming it's going to be on par with Delves in terms of what it could potentially give you. So hopefully some heroic gear if you're doing maybe the nightmare difficulties of these things. If they do that, it'll remain a bit more relevant a bit longer, because then it's actually something that can contribute to your gear meaningfully. If it's just champion level gear, then it's going to be pointless after a little while here. Delve boss system, think of what is basically what the Prey system is. Yeah, there is that whole thing where the Delve and double question mark boss could randomly pop up at any point during a Delve. Yes, that system is somewhat what the Prey system is going to be like. But in terms of like the overall excitement I have for the system, it's just fizzled out a little bit, I'll be honest. But we'll see. We'll try it out. We'll see how long it lasts. It does depend on what rewards they'll be giving you. Another thing that's really cool, I should say a mount, that nobody really knows where it's coming from yet. You guys know the Reigns of Alurin's Flames Guidance. I don't even know how to say this part of it. It's the Mythic Farak boss. kill mount. So the Phoenix Owl, as I was used to call it, well, we're getting a variant of it, a midnight version of it, a purple colorway. This thing looks really cool, but there is no determination yet on how we're going to get this. I don't know when or how this is going to work. Nobody knows what it's tied to yet. And just know that it's in the game, and it's not currently tied to any reward just yet. A very cool looking mount. When this mount came out for a Farak, it was one of the cooler looking mythic mounts, honestly, we've gotten in a little while. We'll see how this one works out. But yes, everybody potentially will have a shot at getting an Owlboy mount, at least a void form of one. Finally, guys, if you want to make money in Midnight, you might want to start this from now. Alchemy and Inscription are going to be big-time money makers in Midnight. Why? Because of player housing. So we all know player housing is coming, and there's going to be plenty of ways for you to customize, your little orgy home, right? Especially if you're on Moonguard. And one of those customization options is dyes, right? You're going to be able to dye your shit, color it anything you want. The dye system, yes, is finally coming to WoW, not on armor, but on furniture and things. And it looks like to get the dye, you see right here, available 0, you're going to have to buy them or craft them. Now, how are you going to craft them? Well, alchemy and inscription are the core professions behind the dye crafting system, making them essential for decorations and lucrative for gold making, guys. If you want to be a big-time gold maker in Midnight, it's going to be alchemy and inscription. Now, you'll be able to craft them as an alchemist or inscriptionist. You see these new dye stations. These will be popping up in both... is it Orgrimmar and Stormwind? No, in Razorwind Shores and Founders Point, the Horde and the Alliance housing neighborhoods. So there you go. You'll be able to get these, craft these out. These are just outside the neighborhoods or in the neighborhoods, it looks like. Some new dyeing systems. So only alchemists and inscriptionists will be able to use this thing. Otherwise, you'll have to purchase it off the auction house. So obviously, it's pretty clear here. People are going to be making some crazy amounts of money off the dye set. Chinese dragon colorways, shrug? Yeah, maybe. On those other ones, yeah. But colorways here will be very much locked behind alchemy and inscription. So get it while you can. Maybe you can level up that profession now or just switch over to it. You don't really have to level up professions like you used to anymore. But as I said before, this will be a really good way in Midnight to make some money. And then finally, guys, deeper into Midnight. As we look deeper past the expansion launch, it's starting to become more clear as to what 11.2 is going to be all about, guys. Or I should say 12.1 is going to be all about. So 12.1, looking like we're going to get a big-time troll patch. We've talked a little bit about this, but we keep getting more and more images now of what this patch is going to be all about. So recently, there is an island just off the shore of the current zones that we're going to be getting. So by the way, if you haven't seen this yet, here's the map for Midnight. We got Eversong Woods up here, Zolaman off to the sides, Isle of Quel'Danas, and you got your Void Storm and your Harandar as separate zones that you can, I guess, port to. Not exactly sure how you get to them, but you can go to those from there. But this little piece of island here has remained significant in the quest lines and hints at it in recently data mined items like this piece of raid gear for warlocks. So looking forward, this is some stuff that we looked at previously when looking at current patches. Back before Midnight, we knew we were going to get some ethereal shit because we were looking at the gear. Now we know we're going to get some troll stuff. So one interesting thing is this island was originally named the Isle of Fangs, but it has been changed to Alta or Atala Utek. Interestingly enough, that does have some significance here. This is the snake god that the trolls worship, right? It's like a snake Loa. It's a big deal. And this is an island currently that nobody can go to, but the current quest line for the Amani trolls finishes with you looking over through the fog to this island. So again, it's going to be significant, and people have recently gotten some screenshots. So if you try to go to this island on PTR, you're going to be ported out. But people have been, Atalhutek. Okay, there you go. People have been getting screenshots of this before they get ported out, and these images look pretty cool. A really cool looking island, very autumny, fall-y, but also toxic. Looks like there's some toxic waste spills here. There's a really cool image here coming up of what could possibly be the final raid entrance for this patch, but we see a bunch of little hills and stuff like that. By the way, this god was previously thought to be something that could bring the Amani trolls to power, but the issue is it's hard to control. Okay, this thing starts devouring things. This snake could eat everything in its path, so bringing it back to life might be something that they don't want to do. but some Amani trolls are seeking ultimate power, and they could decide to forego the dangers of bringing back this snake Loa and instead try to bring it back so they can restore the Amani. So here we go. Look at this image. Clearly a snake head here on the top of this temple. So again, kind of fits the theme of what we were looking at here on this island. Also, there's another very interesting image. Here's another angle of this snake temple here. I wish we could get the Sethrak, but that's probably not going to happen. Some little ponds here as well. All of this could be like toxic venom runoff, for all we know. It does look very toxic and green. I don't know what that means. And then finally here, look at this image. I don't know about you guys, but this looks like a snake head here with some kind of dungeon or raid entrance. Probably dungeon if it's blue. And then a snake body swirling around under the ground. We could be heading back into a snake or something for a dungeon. Interesting, right? Really cool image coming up. Hey Sam doesn't pre-watch anything. No, I look at these articles. I do. I read these articles and I try to figure out everything that's going on in the news before I report it. The videos I don't pre-watch, but these, I'm a man of the people and I must report to the people, so I got to be ready for the people. And this image is something that people should be ready for because it looks like a dungeon that we could be going into in the future, something that we could be, part of our Mythic Plus rotation. Who knows? But there you go. Interesting images. Is this underwater? It is. Oh, yeah, this is underwater. I just realized that. Shit. So an underwater dungeon. Hopefully the dungeon itself is not underwater. We've dealt with those mechanics before, and they don't usually work out in the game. But interesting stuff. Again, cool stuff coming in midnight. And if you want to make money, Alchemy and Inscription, guys, is the way to go for the die system. And that is all in terms of news.